In beautiful Harrisonburg, Virginia, Bridgeport Stadium. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Liberty Flames and the James Madison Dukes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, the Dukes head coach told me some great information before the game. Even though their opponent today is not ranked in the top 25, Coach has been warning his players all week, do not overlook anyone. We have to be the best version of ourselves today. I'll keep you posted on how it's going at halftime. Reese?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Dukes ready to kick it away first. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Can they catch him? He goes out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Just nearly housed him, but the offense will be in business. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. In the red area, it's Udo. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man. It's Keller. Smashes through the tackle. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. From the gun, they'll try the middle. All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
The Duke are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Trying to escape and get it himself. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who is very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
And the Dukes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, James Madison!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Running inside, it's Udo. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Under fire. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Unloads to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass, because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Quick release by the QB. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The give on the inside. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this third down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
Snags it and he's open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
Man, you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. Start with second down. Making side adjustments here. And back to the air on second down. It's complete. Touchdown, James Madison. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Flames come out ready to go to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Wants to throw. It's Henderson. Trying to set up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now on second down. Motion from the wideout. A run for the quarterback. Makes it past the marker. There's some room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The run inside. It's Udo. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Soft spot in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy. Run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Back to pass, it's Henderson. Dumps it off in the flats. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the direct snap, it's Udoh. Absolutely nowhere to go as they stop him behind the line on 4th down.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up.
Finding some room. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense has it. They're on the move. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some room.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
The Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Trying to take it back.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure and because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. The defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Udo. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with third and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking to pass, it's Henderson. Makes a catch. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown Flames. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. Second and long working here. The give to the lone running back. He's finally stopped by the defense, makes up some of that ground they lost, but it'll still be third down and the clock's running. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 15 team, the Missouri Tigers.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Card in the backfield. It's Jackson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. To throw, it's Henderson. Gets rid of it. Finds his big tight end. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
Got a little grass. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Flames will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Coleman. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick. Down here on the goal-to-go situation, they break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He got it. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Dukes offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking downfield on first down. Stepping to the right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Makes the catch. It's Keller. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Here's a little room there. He's at the and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Dukes! This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes Liberty's offense, and we'll see what they have dialed up for this drive. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here today.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And the Flames can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Keeps looking downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's third and long. Here's a heat. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Flames in the hurry-up.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on.
Might have a chance. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Flames. They take the lead with the 6. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Scanning the field, it's Henderson. Here's the pressure. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? He'll bring it out. It's Scott. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got an open man. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw it again. Dangerous screen into traffic. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun to give to the back. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Spits it out to the back. Got his man on the right. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to impose their will with the run. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense falls on the ball. Be a turnover. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
They'll run for it. Touchdown, Dukes! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game and give him 16 on the year.
this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Incomplete on the two-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal. They'll have to settle for holding a one-point lead. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Breaks into, just keeps moving. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davis. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Off the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And third and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big third down stop.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They take over, holding this slim lead, and a drive right here sure would be nice. They want that clock to run. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
Well, at this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, deep in their own end, they're going to want to run the football, no doubt. The defense knows that, and they're going to be trying to rip it out, seeing if they can get a takeaway to set up their offense in great field position. So ball security right here has got to be big.
He's got it again. Got enough for the first. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than's blocked, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want
maybe a crease. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. And the Dukes getting set on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. He's brought down after a gain of about 5. Clock comes to a stop as we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Quarterback will keep it. The offense coughs it up. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play?
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Got his man. Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Liberty! They move on top here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab for the 2.
And no bones about it for this offense. 5 wide receivers, find the space, find the matchup. He identified it. Nice 2-point conversion play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going to try to get it himself. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Really good job by this defense. Way to be dialed in and understand. It's a pass, and they're trying to throw the football down the field, and that clock is ticking, but understanding what you're playing against. A guy that can absolutely fly. Nice job closing in on him and getting him on the ground.
Moving out to the right. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And he does every single thing right on that play. Late in the game, you're trailing. You need to get this first down, but you got to try to save as much clock as possible. He's able to get out of bounds and do precisely that. Could not have asked for a better outcome on that play.
He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time he's got him. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now. This offense needs to get some points. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Fires to the big fella. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. He goes right back to the air. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense picks it up.
What a great job by the defense here, playing with the lead, knowing the opponent needs a touchdown. They're just trying to get to the ball and punch it out. They practice this all week, and it comes up big for them late. That turnover is going to seal this thing.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going home, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually start conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it for us here.